You literally have the richest man on planet Earth who shot a big gigantic disc towards rings of power. Oh, you think I'm lying? So take a look at this. We got Sir Elon Musk. He said Tolkien is turning in his grave. And you know what, Mr. Elon Musk? I most definitely agree with you. And for a bonus, for you beautiful people out there that's watching right now, I have an exclusive video from Elon Musk on his thoughts on the creator of Rings of Power.
Person, you're competing with the likes of Jeff Bezos in...
Jeff who?
What up, YouTube? It's your boy Theta J. Back like I left something, and I'm glad you're here. Yes, I'm glad you're here. And today, what we're going to be speaking about, we're going to be talking about a few things out there. We're going to be talking about how the richest man on planet Earth, Elon Musk, shot a diss on Twitter too. Rings of Power, and we're also gonna take a look of House of the Dragon, an HBO Max show that I'm pretty much you heard of. There was supposed to be so-called competition for Rings of Power, and let me tell you something. House of Dragons blew them away when you look at the numbers, and Amazon, I must say, Rings of Power, you're in big troubles. Very big troubles. It's not looking good for you because House of Dragon killed you with the numbers. I have the proof because you know what they say. Numbers don't lie. We're going to be speaking about that. But if you want to know about those numbers, this is what you need to do. From the beginning all the way to the end of this video, you need to watch it all the way through because I have some vital information for you. And if you're a hardcore Tolkien fan and dislike what's going on with Rings of Power, it brings more people in like you. And when the numbers grow, we can fight against Amazon Studios and let them know if you're going season 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, anything like that, then you need to go by the books and go by the lore. That's just telling the truth. Also, what I need you to do is make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because when you hit that notification bell, it makes your boy Theta J feel oh so good and oh so swell. Yeah. Also, if you feel in the giving mood, by the like and dislike button, make sure to hit that super thanks button. I appreciate that greatly. I'll blow you up Dragon Ball Z style to show you my appreciation. Also, if you want to join the Patreon, if you want to join the memberships, it's in the links below. Thank you so much for donating to the channel. Now let's get into the video. So, in this video, I'm telling you guys out there, I knew it. I knew that the numbers was going to be low for the Rings of Power. It's not even recognizable when it comes to the fans. And very thanks to some metadata out there, a metadata site that shows you the numbers of what's going on with the streaming service, because now they're doing that. They got the numbers. Even though these big companies don't like to show streaming numbers, it's ways of looking at the numbers, and I got the proof. Shout out to Samba TV. I definitely got the proof. But this is the thing. You have a lot of people coming out. You have celebs like Elon Musk. Elon Musk himself had came out and said Tolkien is turning in his grave. So that lets you guys know that Theta J is not being a hater. This show, Rings of Power, is straight disrespect. That's all it is. Like I told you guys, the whole synopsis of Rings of Power, from what I saw from episode 1 and episode 2, these are made up characters. Even Galadriel and characters like Elrond, these characters are made up too. And you might be asking yourself, well, Theta J, how was these characters made up? Because they do not resemble anything in the books, and they did not do these things in the books. It's just so many things. And maybe I'll come out with a video on that in the future. So many things that's wrong with Rings of Power. It would take at least a 20 to 30 minute video of breaking that down and maybe I will come out with that. But a lot of these celebrities like Elon Musk, and usually celebrities, they don't do that. They don't do that type of thing where they put down a show. But this right here, a lot of people was anticipating seeing the first age and seeing the second age and just seeing the beauty of what Tolkien wrote. It was almost, matter of fact, it's very poetic. Yeah, I got it right. Sometimes I mess up my words, but it's just very beautiful. It's poem-like, where he's putting these words down and laying them together, and you could just literally just close your eyes and just see the beauty of the first age, the second age, and the Middle Earth, and seeing the gruesome battles and seeing the beautiful love stories. The first age and the second age is full of love stories too. And it's just so sad to see Amazon Studios all about the money, all about diversity. And don't get me wrong, I told you guys plenty in the past, I am down with diversity. But you made a big, gigantic mistake when you went to do that to Tolkien's work, because it's no room for it. Tolkien was so detailed about his characters. He was even detailed about their hair, what they wore, their clothes, their lineage, their heritage, their culture, their language. It was so precise that when you try to put the modern stuff in there, it was going to be absolutely wrong the way you try to squeeze that in there. If I was a guy that tried to save the show, if they said, Fatal J, how can we fix this show? Can you hire us on? Can we hire you on? I'm going to say, sure. The black elves, the black dwarves, the black hobbits all come from Far Harad. If you know about Far Harad, it's a African-like place in Middle Earth to where all the darker skinned people come from. I just had to retcon and do all that, and then when this series is done, when season 1 is done, send them all back to Far Harad. I know that sounds crazy, but that's the only way you can save the show and keep the integrity of the books. Matter of fact, just have Galadriel wake up from a bad dream and say, I'm sorry, that was a crazy dream. I must have been eating too many potatoes or something along that lines. But let's check this out. This comes from Samba TV themselves. We're going to look at two things that are very crazy and will blow your mind. It's numbers from House of Dragon, and it's numbers from Rings of Powers and what they did during their premiere. Let's check this out right here. It says from Samba TV, from Twitter, demand for Game of Thrones content drove more than half of all viewers to watch hashtag House of the Dragon premiere within the first 6 hours of its initial L+3 day release window. Buzz from the premiere helped boost overall viewership to 4.8 million households in the first few days. As you can look at the picture right there of Rhaenyra with the 4.8 million, says U.S. households watched the premiere of House of Dragon during its first 4 days available on HBO and HBO Max. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I might have to start doing House of Dragon reviews because this show is killing it. Episode 3 was freaking amazing, and Daemon Targaryen, he might be taking my spot of my favorite characters of Game of Thrones, which is Bronn and Jon Snow. If Daemon Targaryen keeps acting like this and doing epic things, he will take Jon Snow's spot. But let's get to the numbers of Rings of Power. Let's check this out right here. And this is what it says. It says 1.8 million U.S. households watched the debut episode of Lord of the Rings on Prime during its first 4 days available to stream, scoring the largest Prime Video premiere of the year. Hashtag Rings of Power. If you look at the picture, at the photo, it says 1.8 million U.S. households watched the premiere of The Lord of the Rings, The Ring of Power, during its first 4 days available on Prime Video. Did you guys see a big difference between House of Dragons and Rings of Power? One had 4.8 million, the other had 1.8 million. Amazon, you're in trouble, and I will tell you why. You spent billions on this show, and I'm pretty sure you're going to lose lots of money from doing this show. House of Dragon slaughtered you during the premiere with 4.8 million. It is no way, no how the trajectory should be 1.8 million right now. It's not looking good for you, but I'm pretty glad that House of Dragon is slaughtering you right now. It's very magnificent that that is happening because you completely ignored the fans. You're attacking the fans right now for voicing their opinions, and it's just very sad. So a lot of people just vouching for Rings of Powers. This is what I need you guys to do. You guys let me know, what are your thoughts? What do you think is going on? Do you think Rings of Power is going to get better? Or do you think this show is really horrible and there's no way that it can compare to House of the Dragons? Me, myself, House of the Dragon is killing it. Rings of Power is looking pretty crappy. I told you guys it was going to be crappy. There's a bunch of haters out there that's just going at me and saying that I'm not giving it a try. I don't have to give it a try because I knew from the beginning, looking at the trailer. I even remember looking at the posters of the people with different color skin. I knew it was going to be a bad show. I knew it was going to be that woke agenda, dumb crap that they always do. And they just always take a beloved franchise and they ruin it. It's just what they does. You guys let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to like. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification bell. Because when you hit that notification bell, it makes your boy Theta J feel oh so good and oh so swell. And I'm out of here. Ninja vanish.